Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Anne, so much. You've always been such an incredible support to us here as MC, as head of environmental news at NBC. You are a leader in your field, and we thank you for your support. David Yarnold, who leads the National Audubon Society with a brilliant vision. We are so excited that you're here with us. You are our favorite guy. Erin Crotty is here, who's our our executive director of Audubon New York. She is a great woman in the environment. She was the head of the DEC under Governor Pataki. She has a heck of a resume. I look forward to working with her. Our leadership council here, our council, the Rachel Carson Awards Council, and our luncheon leadership is so important to us every year. It means everything to put on this type of event with your support. Finally, our great sponsor is the Fiduciary, now I have to get this right, Fiduciary Trust Company International. But what I don't need to worry about is that CEO Henry Johnson is a great friend of ours and a great supporter of women. He comes to all of our events. He is entirely enthusiastic and just a wonderful gentleman. Thank you so much, Henry. Now, conservation is a uniquely American movement, as the heart and soul of the American experience is in it. Our national parks, and Secretary Jewell is here, and she knows this as well as anyone in the room, but our national parks and our public lands exemplify the American notion of shared bounty, where the best landscapes in this country were not set aside for the king or nobility, but were set aside for the American people, the individual citizen. This has helped shape, more than anything, our national character, our history, and our heritage. Since the turn of the century, American conservation has been associated with great men, like Theodore Roosevelt, and it should be, but it should also be shared and associated with American women. We are simply just less celebrated in our role. In addition to Rachel Carson and the founding women of the National Audubon Society, consider in the 1940s Rosalie Edge, who petitioned Congress to protect raptors and ultimately help save the American eagle from extinction. Or Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, who in 1947 wrote the best-selling book, River of Grass, which began the decades-long struggle to save the Everglades, today the drinking water of 8 million South Floridians. Or Margaret Murney, largely accredited to have preserved now 20 million acres in Alaska. You know, this is the part when the environmentalists say, let's do this for our children's children. Well, these women did, and we are their children's children. These women saved mountain ranges. They wrote lyrically and profoundly about their passion for the landscape, wildness, beauty, and life. They steadfastly defended and protected. They challenged, they persevered, and they won. It's in no small measure that Audubon's Women in Conservation and this award is dedicated to the elevation of these women, to the celebrated place that they so deserve. By knowing them, we know ourselves. Today in this room, we celebrate the descendants of these great women, our returning Rachel Carson awardees. On our award's 10th anniversary, we're so pleased to welcome back from all over the country, 15 of them returning today. From our new Secretary of the Interior, to an Episcopal priest educating on climate change, to the founders of the Central Park Conservancy, to the producer of Inconvenient Truth, you special women have stood on the shoulders of the women who came before you. And similarly, young women and girls wait to hear your story, to be given the map to your journey, to be given a helping hand. Audubon wishes to make the connections between your active leadership and these young women. We're proud of our website, which connects your information, your bios, your books, your positions, your awards, your appointments. We are proud of our environmental panels in all-girls schools where you and other environmental leaders enlighten and inspire. We're proud of our internship program, which has graduated 7 young women, found them positions in environmental jobs, and have gone on to seek environmental degrees. This is a continuum of goodwill. Today, at your setting, we have a small gift for you. It's a brief history of women in conservation, which highlights just some of the great American women in conservation and the wise words of others. It includes also a list of our Rachel Carson awardees. We hope that you find it inspirational and that you will share it with your daughter, your sister, your mother, or your grandmother. We'd like to put this book into the hand of every student at the girls' schools we visit and make it available in the Women in Conservation membership program, which would help continue our efforts for outreach, education, and inspiration. This is the time where a friend of mine says, Allie gets up there and begs everyone for money. But then I'm not begging, I'm simply suggesting. We do have this is the book that we have, and we do hope to distribute this further and more fully. And I do hope that you'll look onto your tables and find a donation card which would support such an effort and such a program. It would mean the world to us if we could, in fact, initiate such an effort. Before we show you our honoree video, I want to leave you with a few facts and some monumental implications. This country is full of women. There are over 500,000 of women over men in our population. There are 158.3 million of us. 31.4 million women have bachelor's degree, higher than the corresponding number of men by 1.4 million. Women have a larger share of high school diplomas, as well as associate, bachelor, and master's degrees. In short, women have the wherewithal now to make the world a better, safer, greener place. Of course, we have saved mountains. We have embraced facts and figures. We've been scientists and realists and poets. But we also care, and we care deeply, and we listen. We like to listen, and like Rachel Carson, especially, we like to hear the songbirds in the spring. This is a wonderful time for you to support women and women in conservation. Thank you.